How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. So today I'm going through the dragons in the Ice and Fire mod, and before we get started, I've left a link down below for my Discord that I've opened. I really would appreciate if you guys want to join it. It's a place you can come and chat, ask questions, suggest mod reviews for me to do and things like that. So yeah, let's get started with the video. So to start off with, we have the fire dragon. Now these guys can be found in the jungles, the plains, or in the deserts. There are two types of dragons, which are the male and the female. So the way you can distinguish each of them is that the male has darker spots on its wings and it's got like straighter horns, as for the female doesn't really have any spots and it's got curvier horns. So their health depends on size and stage, so this is for every single type of dragon. So at stage 1 they look like this. They are very tiny, they're not even bigger than a block, so they have a range from 20 to 112 health points. Stage 2, this is what they look like, so they're a bit bigger. They have 116 to 208 health points. Stage 3 is even bigger, so these are 212 health points to 304 health points. Stage 4, they are 308 health points to 400 health points. And finally, stage 5, which you can see is barely fitting in this little enclosure, is 404 health points to 500 health points. So when you first see a dragon, they are not passive towards you. They will attack you, and they can see you from very, very far away, so you will need to keep a good distance between you. So there are 5 stages to the fire dragon. So stage 1, the fire dragon can actually ride on your shoulders if you right click with an empty hand, and it will basically look like this. Okay, so it looks pretty cute, not gonna lie. And these guys can actually ride on your shoulders until they are level 2. So at stage 2, they can't ride on your shoulders anymore. However, they will be able to breathe fire into an active fire dragon forge, which will power it and will turn iron ingots into fire dragon steel ingots. So I'll basically show you that later in the video. But yeah, that's pretty much what stage 2 can do. You can't ride them yet, and you can't actually put them on your shoulders, so they're just that awkward sort of stage. At stage 3, you can actually mount these guys and you can ride them. So you basically just WASD to move. If you hold spacebar for more than a second, it will actually make the dragon rise. And as you can see, it's pretty good how they've done this, because as you can see, I'm very zoomed out, so you can pretty much see the whole dragon when you're flying. So it's basically just WASD to move. Cursor is to just look at the direction you want to go. X is to lower, like so, and then hold spacebar is to rise. Shift is to dismount, and there are also a couple things you can do whilst riding the dragon. So if you press R, or if I hold R, it will actually fire like dragon breath, and it will also occasionally drop a fireball. So pressing G will actually strike a target you're looking at. So if we go maybe over here, so if we're on the ground and we look at this bunny rabbit and we press G, we get it. It's just a very simple quick kill, like so. So yeah, that's really cool, very useful. So next stage is stage 4. So these guys can do anything from stage 2 and above, so you can mount it and you can ride it. They're just that little bit bigger as well. And another thing is that you can actually breed these guys with fire lily mixture. So what you'll need to do is actually give it to the male first and then the female. So fire lily mixture is made with a bowl, a blaze rod, and a fire lily. And the fire lilies can just be found around in deserts. They can also be found in other places where the temperature is above 0.5 degrees. So it's places like the desert. So both fire dragons actually need to be wandering when you breed them. And basically what will happen is that the female will lay an egg like so, and it will create its own little dragon's nest. Okay, so we also have a stage 5 dragon. So the stage 5 dragon actually gives you strength. Now I believe this is unlimited. I don't believe it is only for around 1 to 2 minutes. If it is, sorry, I just told you a lie. However, this is basically what it does. It works exactly the same as any stage 2 dragon and above, where you can ride it as well. It's the biggest of the lot, as you can see. It is absolutely massive, and it's the most epic, to be honest with you. So yeah, so last but not least, with the fire dragons, you can get 4 different skins, as I showed in the beginning. So you can get the red skin, the emerald skin, the bronze skin, and the grey skin. The color really doesn't depend on which gender, but yeah, apart from that, there's not much else to just the fire dragons, so I will move on to the ice dragons. So the next dragon we have is the Ice Dragon. Now, the Ice Dragon is quite similar to the Fire Dragon, except from its abilities and attacks are more ice-based. So these guys can be found in any biome that has a temperature below minus 0.5 degrees, so this can be an icy biome or a snowy biome. The health also depends on the stage and size, so as I said before, the Fire Dragon health is exactly the same as the ice dragon's stage and health. They're not passive either. They will also attack you on sight, and they can see from very far away as well, so you've got to be careful with that. So the staging with the ice dragons are also exactly the same as the fire dragons. So stage 1, they can ride your shoulders like so. It's basically what you look like. You look pretty cool. Stage 2, they can no longer ride your shoulders, but will also breathe into an ice dragon forge to power it to turn the iron ingots into ice dragon steel ingots. At stage 3, you'll be able to mount them. They do exactly the same as the fire dragon, except from all their attacks are now ice based. So if you press R, it will breathe ice everywhere, also throw ice bombs down. So yeah, that's pretty cool. At stage 4, they can be bred just like the fire dragons can. However, you need ice lily mixture to do that. So basically what you need is frost lily, prismarine crystals, and a bowl. And you can basically find frost lilies in any biome, which is basically icy and snowy. So as before, you'll need to give the frost mixture to the male first, which will be this one, and then you need to give it to the female. They'll do their thing. Once they have, they'll lay their own dragon egg, just like the fire dragon does. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then just like the fire dragon at stage 5, the dragon will actually give you a buff of strength. Last but not least, there are 4 different types of skins. So one of them is the blue skin, the white skin, the dark blue skin, and the silver skin. So yeah, they all look pretty epic, just like the fire ones. However, as I said before, no matter what color they are, it doesn't determine their gender. They can be a male and female of each skin. So let's move on to the lightning dragon. Okay, so last but not least, we have the lightning dragon. These guys can be found in jungles, savannas, or in badlands. So these are the badlands, and I've managed to find one. So their health and size depends on their stage, which is just like the ice and fire dragon. So they are not passive, they will also attack you, and they can see you from very far away as well, so you need to keep a good distance between you and it. This has a different type of breath and bomb. So the lightning dragon has lightning breath and a lightning bomb. So basically, I'll show you what it does with the tame dragon. It will breathe a stream of lightning at its target, which will actually electrify the blocks in the area. And the lightning bomb does exactly the same thing, except from it shoots a large lightning bomb, and it will explode on impact, leaving a crackled crater, making the blocks around it as well electrified. So yeah, these are one of my favorite dragons. I really do like the lightning dragons the most. This is basically where it will spawn. You'll see its like little nest around here. Also have some loot in it as well, obviously not as good as you'd expect sometimes. Let me show you the tame dragons, what you can do with them. So like any other dragon, there are 5 different stages to it. So there is stage 1, like I said before, just put it on your shoulders, you look epic, and that's pretty much it. Stage 2, you can't ride it, and you can't actually put it on your shoulders, but it will breathe into a lightning dragon forge, which will power it, and it will turn all iron ingots into lightning dragon steel ingots. Stage 3, you can ride it, and it's pretty awesome. Works just like any other dragon with its attacks, except from everything is lightning. So if I show you what I mean, if I press R, this is what the breath looks like. It looks amazing, I'm not gonna lie. This is my favorite out of the dragons, like I've said before. The animation on the lightning is so good. It's got a shorter range, as you'd expect, but still it's pretty amazing. I love this dragon so much. So stage 4 dragons, just like any other dragon, it can work with anything from stage 2 upwards, and you can also breed them. So just like the other ones, you need lily mixture, but for this you need lightning lily mixture. So these can obviously be found in the jungles, the badlands, or the savannas. So to craft the lightning lily mixture, you need lightning lily, chorus fruit, and a bowl. So just like the other ones, you need to give the lightning lily mixture to the male first, and you'll get yourself a dragon egg. Now with the lightning dragons, they sleep throughout the day and they wake up at night, which is why it's probably they're the most rare to find, because you mainly adventure throughout the day, you never really do it in the night, so they won't leave their nest until it becomes night, like I just said. So they won't actually move. Even if you put them on wander, they will wake up when they're on your shoulders or when they're flying, but apart from that, they'll just fall asleep and they won't be active until it's nighttime. And then with the lightning dragon stage 5, it's just like any other stage 5 dragon. I believe these will actually give you strength, and they'll also give it to other this is for all dragons, by the way. They'll also give it to any nearby ally as well, which I believe are my pets as well as me. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. It's very useful as well. So last but not least, we have the skins for the different lightning dragons. So we have the electric blue, the amethyst, the copper colored, and the black dragon. So apart from that, there's not much else to just the lightning dragons. I am going to go through all the basics for all the other information that you need to know about dragons now. to basically tame a dragon, what you need to do is actually kill an underground dragon, and what it will drop is some eggs. As you can see, this is what the underground cave for the underground dragons look like. They're massive, as you can see. Sometimes they will get out, like this one here, he's trying to get out, but it's a bit glitched. There are chests everywhere, and in these chests are actually more rarer things than overground dragons. So you get chest plates, which are enchanted, and they're diamond. You get obsidian, loads of manuscript, everything like that. So yeah, but they will normally sleep when they're in underground caverns. I'm not too sure why they're not doing it at the moment. But yeah, as you can see, this one's glitching out a little bit and it's managed to escape. So let me show you how to basically hatch each of the dragon eggs. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to set up the hatching system for each of the dragons, and then I'll show you what it looks like for when they all hatch, and I'll just show it to you all at the same time. So for a fire dragon, what you need to do is actually place the dragon egg over some fire, and this fire needs to be constantly burning for the egg to hatch, which is why it's recommended that you use netherrack to hatch it. So if I basically show you what I mean, so you just get flint and steel, and you light that the egg is on, and as you can see, the egg is slowly hatching. We wait a couple minutes, you'll soon see that the egg hatches. So to hatch an ice dragon egg, what you need is a shallow pool of water, like so, and because I'm in the ice biome, I put a torch down so it doesn't freeze it by itself, and what you need to do is just plonk the egg in there, and what it will do, in a couple of seconds, it will freeze the water inside like so, and then it will move around to show that it's actually hatching. So it is recommended to do this in shallow water so that when the egg has hatched, the dragon doesn't drown, and it can easily get out if it needs to. So for the lightning dragon egg to spawn, what you need is rain, and that is all you need. Once it starts raining, the egg will start doing its little animation of hatching, like I will show you just now. So if I change it to rain, you can see that the egg is starting to hatch. Now it has to continuously be raining for it to hatch. If it stops raining, then the egg will stop hatching altogether, and then it will start the hatching process from where it left off until the egg is hatched, and lightning will strike down onto the egg to show that it spawned. So let me show you what all eggs looks like when they spawn. So for the rest of the video, I'll be showing you everything with the fire dragon instead of showing you everything for the lightning and the ice dragon as well, because it basically is exactly the same for each one except from they look different. So yeah, let's get started. Now basically, for the dragon to grow, every day it will grow by 1/25th of a stage. So basically every 25 days, the dragon will grow by 1/25th, and it takes 25 days for the dragon to grow into the next stage. So basically this is a stage 1 dragon, so if you don't want to wait that long for your dragon to grow, you can actually give it some dragon meal. And to craft the dragon meal, all you need is 5 bones and 5 types of meat. So once you created it, you need to give it to your dragon. If you have the whaler mod installed, you'll need to give it to the dragon from where you can see the heart, so there, and you'll need to keep giving it to him, and every time you give it to him, it will grow by 1/25th. And if I give him 25 dragon meal, give him to 116 health points, you'll see like some green sort of particles happen, and it will basically tell you that your dragon is now the next stage. However, if you don't want your dragon to grow anymore, what you can do, you can give it sickly dragon meal, and this will stop the dragon from growing altogether. This will also mean you can't use dragon meal on it anymore to make it grow. So that's pretty much that, unfortunately. So with the dragon, you can have a dragon command staff. So the dragon command staff is crafted with a dragon skull and 2 sticks. So this makes the dragon either stay, like it's doing now, so it can easily make the dragon escort you, which is basically it will follow you, and if it needs to, it will also, or you can also ride it, but because this is a stage 2 dragon, it won't let me. It will also wander, or it can sit and stay. Now, if you shift right click the dragon, what it will do, it will set the dragon's home position to where it is, and you can also remove it by just doing it again. So right now, we'll just leave the dragon's home position where it is. So basically what this means that if you put the dragon on wander, it won't wander far from it. So you can also use dragon horns to summon and desummon your dragon. So to basically craft a dragon horn, what you need is 5 dragon bones and a stick, and you get yourself a dragon horn. Now I believe it literally is just you right click it, it will store it inside the dragon horn. Now the problem with this is that if this gets destroyed in any way, you will lose your dragon. So if this gets burnt in lava, you will lose it. If you drop it and it despawns, you will lose the dragon. So you've got to be very careful with it. And basically, just to get it out again, you just right click with the dragon horn and it comes out of it. And you know it's in there because it will change animation and have like the orange sort of thing in it. So this will also be the same with ice and lightning dragons. Now, another thing you can use is a dragon bone flute. So to craft the dragon bone flute, you need 2 dragon bones and an iron ingot, and you get yourself a dragon bone flute. So say if the dragon was flying around, what you can do is use the dragon bone flute and it will come straight back down to the ground. So obviously it's not flying at the moment, which is fine. But when it does fly, you just use the dragon bone flute and it should come back down to the ground. You can also have a dragon summoning crystal. So basically when you right click it, it will bind the dragon to you so that when you use it, it will teleport the dragon to you. To craft one, what you need is a fire dragon blood bottle, an ender pearl, a diamond and an emerald. You can also craft it like this if you want to. No idea why, but there you go. So if you right click it, this now has the dragon bound to the summoning crystal. So say if I go all the way over here, what it will do, it will teleport the dragon to me. So I'll do it in an open space. There we are. It's very, very simple. However, every time you use it, you will need to re-bind the dragon to the crystal. You can use it as many times as you want, so it is unlimited durability. So yeah, that is really, really useful. More reliable than the dragon horn, I would say. However, the dragon horn is mainly used for storage. Now, you can also equip the dragon with a couple of things. So if you go into the dragon's inventory by shift right clicking, you will get everything about the dragon. So it's unnamed at the moment, so if you had a name tag and you named it, this is where the name will come up. It shows you its health, the gender, how hungry it is, what stage it's at, and how many days of how old it is, and its owner. You can also equip 4 different armor pieces and a banner. So if I just show you what I mean, this is where you can equip all the armor pieces and the banner will show up on the back of the dragon. Obviously this will look a little bit better on a bigger dragon, but if I was able to ride it, it would look even better. Obviously this is just a plain white one just to show off, but you can see the armor on this looks amazing. It looks so cool, and then you can just take it off if you want to. Obviously it has a durability like any other armor piece. So yeah, now when a dragon dies, its corpse will not evaporate. So let me show you what I mean. So if that stays there, I will show you a corpse of a dragon. So when a dragon dies, its corpse will basically be like this. It won't evaporate like any other mob does. It really depends actually on the stage or how old the dragon is, whether it will evaporate or not. So if the dragon is less than 5 days old, the body will just disappear after being killed. It won't actually evaporate, it will literally just disappear, and it won't drop anything. If it's over 5 days old, but less than 10, only a skeleton corpse will appear. It won't show any skin, it will just show a skeleton corpse like this. However, if it's over 10 days old, the corpse will be fully skinned, and you'll be able to loot it. And the way to loot it is just by right clicking on it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a full-bodied corpse and show you basically what it's like. So once you kill a dragon, it will look like this. This is quite a strong dragon. I believe it was around 200 health, so almost stage 5. Now, when you kill a dragon, to loot it, what you need to do is just literally left click on the dragon's corpse. You do have to get a bit close to it to do it. As you can see, it's dropping some of the stuff. So this is the dragon flesh. If I get a bottle, you can actually gain some dragon blood, which should appear in my inventory. So as you can see, I get ice dragon blood. You can also, after killing an underground dragon, have a chance of it dropping an egg. And obviously you get loads and loads of different ones. Unfortunately, this one didn't drop an egg. But yeah, once you get as much as possible out of the dragon's flesh, it will turn into a skeleton. And the skeleton will drop some more different types of things. So if I just get an empty hand, I'll basically show you. You can get loads of dragon bones, a dragon skull, and I believe that is pretty much it. And as you can see, I'm left clicking this like mad. So there is a lot of dragon bones. And there we go. It will just disappear after it's been fully looted. So when you kill a dragon, you will get a range of different drops. So the types of drops that you will get are dragon scales. So these will come in a range of different colors depending on which color of the dragon you killed. So if it was a fire dragon, you can either get red dragon scales, emerald dragon scales, bronze dragon scales, or grey dragon scales. If it was an ice dragon, you would get blue, white, sapphire, or silver dragon scales. And if it was lightning, you would get electric blue, amethyst, copper, and black scales. Another drop you can get is a fire dragon heart, an ice dragon heart, and lightning dragon heart. So you'd have to kill the corresponding dragon to get the corresponding heart. This is the same with the flesh, so you can get fire dragon flesh, ice dragon flesh, and lightning dragon flesh. As I showed you, you need an empty bottle to get fire dragon blood, ice dragon blood, or lightning dragon blood. Once the skin is gone from the dragon, it will either drop bones, or a fire dragon skull, an ice dragon skull, or a lightning dragon skull. Obviously, depending on the stage and the corresponding dragon type, it will drop corresponding dragon skull. Also, if the dragon is stage 5 or stage 4 and is female, it can have a chance to drop a red dragon egg, an emerald dragon egg, bronze dragon egg, or a grey dragon egg if it was fire, blue, white, sapphire, or silver if it was an ice dragon, electric blue, amethyst, copper, or black if it was a lightning dragon. A stage 4 female dragon should drop at least 1. A stage 5 female dragon may drop 2 to 3. So if you have that, you're very lucky. But yeah, these are the different types of drops you can get. So with dragon scales, what you can craft are some armor and some blocks of the dragon scales. Now, what the armor does, it actually reduces the damage you take from dragon breath attacks. So to craft the dragon scale armor is just like the vanilla armor. What we have is the red dragon scale armor, the bronze dragon scale armor, the emerald green dragon scale armor, the grey, the blue, the white, the dark blue, the silver, electric blue, amethyst, copper, and black. So with the dragon scale blocks, you can use this as storage if you want to. So this is the red one, the bronze one, emerald green, grey, blue, white, dark blue, silver, electric blue, amethyst, copper, and black. So what you can also do, you can use the dragon scales in a dragon forge. And we'll get to that in just a second. So the dragon heart is actually used for the dragon forge, and you'll need it for the corresponding dragon forge. So these are the different dragon forges. There's the fire dragon forge, the ice dragon forge, and the lightning dragon forge. Now to craft this, it's just easier if I show you in the bestiary. Altogether, you need 8 blocks of bone, 17 blocks of dragon forge bricks, and then you'll need the core and the aperture. And this is basically how to craft each of the blocks that you need. So basically blocks of bones is just 9 bones in a crafting table, and you'll get yourself a block of bones. Those have to be dragon bones though. But this is basically what the dragon scales are used for, to create, or the dragon forge brick. And obviously you need 5 blocks of it to create 1 forge brick. You need the heart to create the core, and you need iron ingots as well as forge bricks to create the aperture. I think that's how you say it. I don't really care. Now, with the Dragon Forge, you need to actually power this thing. And what it's used for is to create dragon steel ingots. Now for lightning dragon steel ingots, ice dragon steel ingots, and fire dragon steel ingots. And to do that, you need to have a dragon to basically power the dragon forge. Okay, so to basically activate the dragon forge, what you need to do is actually have an iron ingot and the blood of the same type of dragon that the forge is made out of. So because it's a lightning dragon forge, I need lightning blood. If it was for fire, I would need a fire blood, and for ice, I need ice blood. So if I get some lightning blood and I get an iron ingot, what should happen is that the dragon will start doing its animation of electrifying the dragon forge, and as you can see, it just looks so amazing. I'm not gonna lie, this looks so cool. And what this will do, it will give you 1 lightning dragon steel ingot. And there you go. Get lightning dragon steel ingot, and you need to keep doing this until you get enough to either create armor or some tools. I had to re-record this because my dragon completely destroyed the area around the dragon forge, so sorry if I sound a bit different. But yeah, that's basically how you create it. So you will need the type of ingredients and input it into the aperture or the aperture so that it does this. It will start again, so you won't have the power forever. So you will need your lightning dragon to do this. It's fine though, as long as you've got the dragon here, it should be fine. And as long as there's no monsters around and it's staying, it should be fine. So yeah, let's get back to the video. Now you can use a chain or a sticky chain to basically make sure that your dragons stay near the dragon forge, or if you have a wild one somehow. But if you have a tamed one, you can use the dragon command stick to basically stay. So if I get a bone wall, I use the chain on the dragon, it won't be able to move, or it won't be able to come off this chain because the chain can't be broken, unlike the lead can. Now with these dragon steel ingots, you can create a load of different things. This can be armor, weapons, and tools and everything like that. You can also create a block of dragon steel as well. I'm using lightning dragon steel to show you, but it's exactly the same for ice and for fire dragon steel ingots, and each weapon actually helps you in a different way. So with iron tools, as you can see, it actually freezes the target, so it slows it down or keeps it in place. It has a lot of attack damage. That's 26 attack damage. That's just a pickaxe. For a sword, it's 25, which is a bit strange, but there we go. The axe is even better, but it's got low attack speed. Shovel, better than pickaxe for some reason. and the hoe's awful. So yeah, that's pretty much what the dragon steel weapons and tools are. It's pretty much exactly the same for all the others, except from the fire dragon steel tools and weapons ignites targets and knocks them back, and lightning actually strikes targets with lightning. So I will show you basically what it's like to have the dragon steel armor looks like on an armor stand. So as you can see, they all look pretty amazing. They look epic. There's the fire dragon steel armor with the fire dragon steel block, ice dragon steel armor with the ice dragon steel block, and the lightning dragon steel armor with the lightning steel dragon block. So that's pretty much what you can make with the dragon steel. It is very end game stuff, so yeah, you will have to work really hard to get this, because you need to kill loads of dragons to even get the forges, everything like that, and the dragon bones. It's very end game items, but it is so worth it, because if you look at the amount of armor this gives you, 7 armor, 12 armor, 9 armor, and 6 armor, altogether gives you 39 armor. And as well as that, they also give you increased protection from dragon breath attack, so it's better protection than just normal dragon scale armor. So yeah, it is so worth it. So dragon flesh can actually be eaten. Now, when you do eat it, it actually gives you bad side effects to it. So if you have fire dragon flesh, it will set you on fire. If you have ice dragon flesh, it will give you slowness, which basically freezes you for a couple seconds. And if you have lightning dragon flesh, it strikes you with lightning and it leaves a flaming patch of where you got struck, and you'll constantly be burning until obviously it runs out, like so. Don't really know the use of it. I think you can feed it to dragons for dragon meal. Don't count me on that though, because I'm not entirely sure. Apart from that, dragon flesh isn't really used for much. So another drop that the dragons could drop is the dragon blood. Now obviously you will need corresponding dragon blood from the type of dragon you killed, and to do that, as I've said, you just need a bottle and literally right click on it when it has skin on it. These can actually be used to create better dragon bone swords. So what I mean by that is it can create a flame dragon bone sword, an ice dragon bone sword, and a lightning dragon bone sword. So to create a flame dragon bone sword, you just need a dragon bone sword, which is just crafted with a wither bone and 2 dragon bones. And then you need fire dragon blood, as well as a dragon bone sword to create the flame dragon bone sword, which actually gives +8 damage against ice dragons and ignites and knocks back targets. And as you can see, that's the amount of damage it does and the attack speed. The damage and attack speed is the same as the lightning dragon bone sword. However, this actually strikes targets with lightning, and it gives +4 damage against fire dragons and ice dragons. And the ice dragon bone sword is pretty much exactly like the fire dragon sword, except from it gives +8 damage against fire dragons, and it freezes targets instead of lights them on fire. As I said before as well, these are used in the dragon forge as seen here, so you could just put it in there, as well as an iron ingot to get yourself a lightning dragon steel ingot. Now another thing that the dragon can drop is a dragon skull, and obviously it has to be the corresponding skull with the type of dragon you killed, and it can actually craft 5 bone meal, a banner pattern, or a dragon command staff, and this is what you need to basically control your dragons with. Or you can just base this down as decoration, as I'll show you now. So you can literally place this as any other skull in the mod, like so. So that is a fire dragon, this is an ice dragon, and that is a lightning dragon. You can place this on the floor, on the walls, or on the roofs of houses. So yeah, now the final thing that the dragon can drop is a dragon bone. Now the dragon bones can be used to create a lot of different things. So as I've already said, this is how you create the dragon horn with a stick. You can also create dragon bone tools, so the dragon bone pickaxe, an axe, a shovel, a hoe, and a sword. And as I've already said, you can craft the dragon bone flute with an iron ingot and 2 dragon bones. You can also craft the block of dragon bones, like I've said before, and this is used in the dragon forge, or to build the dragon forge. You can also create dragon bone bow. Now these only use dragon bone arrows, and to craft the dragon bone arrows you need a wither bone shard and just a dragon bone, and you craft yourself 5 dragon bone arrows. These do more damage than normal bows. Now a couple of other things you can craft is dragon nest, a tide trident with a diamond, sea serpent fangs, and sea serpent scales, and this does a lot of attack damage, but it's used as like a normal trident would. And you can also create yourself a dragon bone wall, like so. So that's pretty much what all the dragon bones are used for. So apart from that, there's not much else to the dragon's drops, and that's pretty much it for the dragons. Actually, there is so much you can do with them. There's so much to them. They spent a lot of time on this mod, and I think they've done a great job of it. Just looking how big the dragons can be, from this tiny, which is just over a block, to filling up the whole bloody area. And the fact that you can ride them is amazing. A couple of other things I guess I could say is that you can have creative dragon meal. So this basically instantly tames any wild dragon, but you can only have this in creative mode. So this is basically useful if you want to create a map with the mod, or if you want to basically do what I do and just tame a random dragon to make life a lot easier than waiting for dragon eggs to hatch because they take so long. As well, you can craft chains and sticky chains. These are basically used for dragons or any other mobs because they don't break like leads do. And basically to create them, what you need is 3 chains like so. And to craft the chains in Minecraft, you need 2 iron nuggets and an iron ingot. And to create the sticky chain, what you need is a normal chain and a slime ball. So you can actually connect 2 chained mods with this, although it loses its stickiness after use. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Apart from that, there really isn't much else, so let's end the video. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm only going to do the mini bosses left for this mod, and then I will be done with it, and then I'll just, obviously, like I do with Alex's mobs, I'll introduce you guys to the new mobs that are being added, or that have been added. I only like doing mob reviews because the mobs in the mods are amazing. It's the thing that really interests me the most. I'll incorporate items and weapons like that, but I won't really show them off. I might show off the armor pieces because the armor pieces just look fucking amazing. I love it so much. But yeah, I've just got the mini bosses left to do, and then I will be done with the Ice and Fire mod reviews. Also, I'm going to say it again, please come and join the Discord. I really will appreciate it so much. You can come and ask questions, come and chat. There's a couple of different channels which you can chat in with other people about certain mods. I've also had mod review suggestions in it, as well as my another mod, another video suggestions as well, just in case you guys want to suggest me someone. I've missed it in the comments below maybe, and then I'll have a look at it, keep it in mind, and I'll add it to the list that I have ready to record with. Which you can also find in the Discord. You also get alerts for when I go live on Twitch or post any new video in case you miss it. But yeah, it's great. But thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.